Hey Tavi, listen to this melody, and as you do, see if you can pick out the objects that are being used in it. Hey, what's up? I'm Avi. Welcome back to May Melody Madness, where I'm making a video every single weekday in the month of May to celebrate the release of my course, the Melody Mastery Mini Course. More on that at the end of the video. Today, I want to talk about how you can find objects in a melody so that you can take that musical material and use it for more things. Use it for a longer piece, prolong a section out, or create a whole new melody using those same musical components so it sort of sounds like that other melody and they're connected in that way. The first thing that you want to look out for is rhythm. What type of rhythmic durations are being used? What kind of notes are being used? And which notes are being used a lot? So right over here, right off the bat, we have some 16th notes here, right? These two. More 16th notes, 3 16th notes right off the bat. So we're using 16th notes. We've got a dotted 8th note, got 8th note, more 16th notes, more dotted 8th notes, and these dotted 8th notes are tied to another 8th note. So right there, this tie over a downbeat and then playing on the offbeat. That's another thing. So right there, rhythm, we're using syncopation, we're using 16th notes, dotted 8th notes, and 8th notes. We're also seeing triplets over here come in a little bit more and more 16th notes. So we know what type of rhythms that we can use to make it feel like this melody and make things go further. And you can see me using this over here as I foreshadow the coming of this melody. I'm using the similar types of rhythmic durations, the same object, right? Dotted quarter note tied to a downbeat that is now allowing for some syncopation and some stepwise motion, just like we have right here. The next thing you want to look out for when looking for objects is harmony. What chords are being used? What harmony is being implied by the melody itself? This is going to give you a really solid flavor that you can harken back to. In this case, we are just, oh my gosh, so much in D minor. It's just so D minor. We have a D, D, A at the very beginning. It's 1155. As you listen, the D minor really gets sold to us. We're in D. That D feels like home for sure by then, if there was any doubt about it before. And we can go even deeper than that into just what chords are being used. Now we can dive further into specifically the intervals. This is number 3. Use the same intervals. Intervals are just a way of measuring the distances between notes. So for example, if you have a C and you're moving to a D, you are going a second. C is 1, you go to the next note, that's going to be 2. Go to the note after that, that's going to be a 3. And just like chords, intervals have qualities. You use the terms major, minor, augmented, and diminished, and those have their own sets of rules that really are their own video. So what intervals are being used here in this wonderful melody, this beautiful chant? Well, first off, this 1-5 motion, that's a 5th. We have some stepwise motion. Stepwise motion means that we're just moving by one step or one note at a time. So we're just using a lot of 2s intervallically right here. We're just going one note at a time. This wonderful figure is almost kind of like Dies Irae, sort of. Right? So right here, jumping up by a 3rd, going down by a 4th, then up by a 2nd, up by stepwise motion, and then down by a 3rd again. I mimicked that exact motion. A flat up to C, that's a major 3rd. Going down to that G, that's a 4th. And then up by a 2nd, and instead of going down by a 3rd, instead of going down to the F, instead I went to the A natural. Check out the ramp up to this and listen for the objects as we've found them so far. So that is how you can find the objects in any melody and take that melody, use it for your own inspiration, do something else with it, and still have it be totally your own while hearkening back, even quoting outright sometimes what you're inspired from. If you want more melodic tools that is going to just level up your melodies, make them so much better, check out my free video training, 7 Ways to Write a More Effective Melody. If you want even more than that and you want to learn the same tools that you would get from music school, but you don't want to pay tuition, you don't want to go to music school, which I don't blame you. I loved it, and because I loved it and did it already, I can share those tools with you. So you should go ahead and check out the Melody Mastery mini course, where I share all the things that I learned from music school with you. You learn just the melody stuff in easy and understandable language. Oh, I'll see you there. Yeah. Now, what we effectively did here is that we foreshadowed this melody. If you want to learn a little bit more on how I did that, you should check out the video popping up on your screen right now, and that's going to tell you how to foreshadow a melody using the same material, the same piece that I have right here. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out with me today. I'm Avi. Don't forget to be awesome.